Doing competitor research and analysis are probably the two biggest bottlenecks when it comes to preparing your marketing material for your company or preparing for your sales pitches. Therefore, in today's video, I will show you how you can build this straightforward AI automation that is capable of scraping the competitor's website and analyzing what promotions do they have, what products do they offer, and even what type of buttons do they use to sell their products. Also, then there's going to be a second path where we're going to analyze Trustpilot reviews and we're going to get the overall sentiment of the competitor reviews. That means we're going to get the distribution of positive and negative reviews. We're going to analyze what the customers are excited about and what they actually hate about the competitor. And finally, we're going to scrape the LinkedIn to get all of the company details. So right away on my screen, you can see this automation already built out, and the whole magic happens when we scrape the data and then we pass it on to AI for the further analysis. So this can be done in a matter of a few minutes to basically get the full analysis on competitor. But now let's see how the final product looks like. So for this, I'm actually using a Google Sheet. So I have two sheets. As you can see, there's a company sheet and reviews sheet. But what do we have here? So first of all, to even start this automation or start the scraping process, you only need two things, and that is the competitor website and the company LinkedIn. So as you can see, for the company website, I've chose the Audi.com, but straight away we can go into the end result so you can see what this AI automation is capable of producing. And in the review summary, you can see how detailed of analysis it can provide. So first of all, it scraped the reviews, then it gave an analysis, how many of them were positive, how many of them were neutral, how many of them were negative. What is the percentage breakdown of that? What are the common praise points? What are the common complaints and pain points? Then what is the rating distribution? What are the patterns? What are the customer expectations versus reality? What are the competitor weaknesses and weakness exploitation and opportunities? And then notable keywords and phrases. So right away you can see like how much value you can extract only from the reviews. But then we can go into the website analysis and we can see how much more information it provided for us. So for example, we have the general overview of the website. So we get their name, their industry and primary focus, their value proposition. But then what is more interesting is we can see their product, service and offerings. So we can see, they're offering cooling pajamas, warming pajamas, sleep teas, and so on. What are their pricing and packages? We can see that, for example, for promotions, they have free shipping on orders over 50. If, for example, we provide free shipping over $70, maybe this is something we should take into consideration. They also offer 50% off for first-time app users, which again could get new users into their app. So they also have their marketing positioning, customer engagement and reviews. So pretty much very extensive analysis on the website as well. And then finally, we extract the LinkedIn information of their company. So we can go in and we can see what they're actually saying about themselves on their LinkedIn. How many followers do they have? What is the size? Was between 51 and 200. Industry, where are the headquarters, and how many employees actually do they have? So in my opinion, this is actually pretty sick. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention this one. We also get the individual reviews. So you can go into the company tab, see the overall analysis and summary of the reviews. But if you're not satisfied, you can go in here, check each headline of a review, check the whole review itself, and basically even deep dive into this and even get more insights, if you prefer, because even this can save a lot of time because you don't need to go into Trustpilot and copy paste the reviews from somewhere else. You can see it right away in your sheet being aggregated like as much as you want or how often you want with this automation. So now we saw the end result, but how does this work and how you can replicate this and build it out yourself? So for the trigger, I actually have a manual trigger. That means whenever I want, I can trigger this automation to run. For example, I add new competitor, website, I can trigger it and then I can run, but you can add different triggers, so it's really up to you. But basically the first thing is that I have a Google Sheet, and all I'm doing is I'm just using operation to get rows. So from the first sheet, that means, for example, when I run this, you will notice that the data I have, so right now it's filled out. So what we can actually probably do, I can probably go into all of this and hit delete, and then as well go in here and delete everything to the right, so you can see it in real time how I'm getting this data and how an AI is doing its job. So with the Google Sheet, as you can see, we're getting such data as row number, company website, and company LinkedIn. That's pretty much it. You can ignore the rest, or maybe you can run this test again, and the rest of the data is going to be empty. Now, the second step we have to do is scrape the website. But I'm not just using a regular HTTP request. Instead, I'm using Firecrawl. So Firecrawl is actually amazing because it allows me to basically get the whole website information in a markdown, which is then very easy to provide for AI to analyze. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit test this step. So for example, you can see in this JSON, I have inserted the basically the expression which takes the domain of the competitor, the UDI, and pretty much it. Then for example, I have the header auth enabled and then URL for Firecrawl to make the request, and the method is post. And over here I get the whole markdown data. So when you look at this, there is actually not much you can do with this information. That's why we have the next step for AI to analyze this. So this is where the magic happens in this particular step. If I click on this, so the most important part about this is the prompt. So for example, what do I say here? I say that you have received scraped website data from a competitor. Your task is to perform a comprehensive analysis of this data and provide a structured summary including key insights. And then I provide very detailed analysis requirements. So general overview, product and service offerings, pricing and packages, marketing and positioning, customer engagement and reviews, technology and website performance, competitor weakness and opportunities. And then I outline what is the final deliverable. So again, like if you want the output to be in some different way, you can restructure this prompt and change the way you want and how you want that analysis to be performed. And the next step here is just I'm simply taking the data that I received from Firecrawl as a markdown, and I'm supplying to a user prompt. So now let's run this LLM chain. By the way, for the chat model, this is analyzing an already scraped data, and I don't need a high performance. I'm using 4.0 mini model because it has a large context window and the price is also very good. So it doesn't, if I run this automation very frequently for a lot of competitors, I don't really have to worry about the pricing too much, and I can be sure that the quality is still going to be there. So now we received the whole text of an analysis over here. Again, quite extensive. And then all I can do is hit this, and it's going to simply add this analysis into the Google Sheet. So if I go here, as you can remember, we deleted this before I started running it again. And now it's filled out again. So we actually performed the website analysis like as easy as you can see. And then it comes to actually analyzing the Trustpilot reviews and scraping the Trustpilot reviews, because I always believe like the reviews can be the most valuable information you can get. And probably like if you can't scrape the website, the reviews is actually pretty nice to have. So for the review scraping, I'm actually using Apify. Let me pull up the Apify scrapers. So actually, if there's a link for Apify that you can sign up, and it's like an app store for web scrapers, is actually the best thing you can use for scraping because it's the easiest to set up. So for example here, as you can see, In the Trustpilot, I can enter company domain, select filters, then just click on JSON and copy this JSON. So essentially that's what I did. I just copied the JSON, went into the HTTP request. The method I selected is actually should be post. Yeah, should be post. Then there's URL and the exact JSON that I copy pasted, except here I just add an expression, so it replaces the domain to the UDI as so. And then what we can do is actually we can start the scraping process. So now what this does, with the help of Appify, it actually goes into Trustpilot, finds the company by the domain and starts scraping all of the reviews. Of course, this is gonna take a bit. Just for testing purposes, I've actually, like, as you can see, like the count, I set 10, so I don't want to get, you know, thousands of reviews, but you can actually set this as high as you want, or you can set it as to maximum, so to get all of the reviews possible. So for example, if you want to do like analysis for 1,000 reviews or even more, you know, you're free to do that. I just, for the sake of this video, I decreased the amount. Actually, I received 30. Why did I receive 30? Actually, I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. Yeah, for some reason I received 30 even though I indicated 10. Anyway, still we have 30 reviews now. Then in the next node, what I'm doing is actually I'm configuring a structure for these reviews. So here, what I'm taking from the Trustpilot and Appify scraper is that I'm taking the rating of a review, then I'm taking the headline of a review, and then a review body. And and then at the bottom you probably can see how it structures this review. So why I'm doing this is because in the next step I'm gonna provide this to AI, or actually before that I can insert this into a Google Sheet. So for example, right now it's adding everything in there. We go into reviews, and you can remember we deleted everything, but now we have over 30 reviews for the UDI. So great. We have the reviews in the sheet, so if we want to go in here, analyze one by one, we can do that, but no, we don't want to waste time. So then in the next step, what I'm doing is I'm aggregating the reviews. I can't seem to click on it. So this is aggregates the reviews in an array. So for example, I just take from the edit fields, full review, basically variable, and as you can see, it adds everything into a very long array with all of the information in here. And as I mentioned, it's structured where we have the rating, we have the headline, and then we have the review itself. So now this allows us to put everything very easily in the LLM chain, for which I again have a pretty extensive prompt. So again, I'm saying that you will receive a data set of competitor reviews from Trustpilot in the following format, and then there's rating, review headline, review body, and just do your magic. So and so on, basically. And then in user message, what I'm doing is that I'm inserting these this information like so as a variable. Again, I don't want to, you know, go very in depth. I'm going to provide a link where you can download this workflow. So if I'm going this over very quickly, you can just pause the video and, you know, see what I have written down here. So that probably shouldn't be a problem, but I'm just going to run this one, and now it's going to do the analysis. So for example, if we go into the company tab on Google Sheet, you can see that we actually don't have any reviews, summary, or analysis. But now it finished it running, so you can click on this and you can see the competitor review analysis report over here. So all I have to do now is click on here, and it's going to insert that information into the Google Sheet. Come on in here, and I can see all of the review analysis again that can, you know, provide me some valuable information about our competitor. And now the last step that we have left is using the LinkedIn scraper. Again, for this I'm using Appify because of how easy it is to set up. Again, one HTTP request. So for this, let's go to the store, or maybe go into actors, and this is the particular LinkedIn company profile scraper that I use. So let's hit run, and it's gonna start scraping all of the data. I think this one should take a lot less time than the Trustpilot scraper because a lot less information. And it did finish quite fast. So we can click on it and we can see the information that it extracts. So maybe let's click on schema. Yeah, what do we have? We have additional information. Yeah, we have the company ID, company name, company type, their description, the employee count, so on and so forth. So for example, if I click on this Google Sheet, oh, for some reason it didn't find the values. Interesting, because previously it actually did find, but we can remap these. So for example, in the summary, what we're gonna add here is the description. So I'm gonna drag and drop the description. For the followers, let's find where do they have followers. So over here, this is gonna be the field. For the size, what I meant here is the heads count. So it can be head count or size. For the industry, I think it's retail. Yeah, it was retail. For the headquarters, it was Adelaide in Australia. And then employees, they have an exact number of employees somewhere over here. No, they surely did have it, because I remember I added it. Oh, there it goes. So now again, I remapped it. I actually don't know why it provided me an output in a different format. Hard to tell, but I can run this step and it's gonna pull that information into the Google Sheet again. And as you can see, I have the details here. So from basically just one domain and one LinkedIn company URL, I can hit test workflow, and this basically in a matter of minutes, this will scrape all of the information and it's gonna add it to the sheet. So if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit subscribe, don't forget to hit like, and I hope to see you in the next one. By the way, I forgot to mention that if you subscribe to my newsletter, you're gonna get this workflow for free. So I don't know if anyone watches this late to the video, but if you did, well, congratulations, because if you subscribe to the newsletter, you're gonna receive my builds every week for free. So yeah, thanks for watching, and again, see you in the next one.